Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I would like to thank the organizer and express my gratitude to Excellency Chan Chun Sing, Minister of Education of Singapore, for inviting me to deliver my closing remarks virtually at this Future China Global Forum 2021. It is my great pleasure to participate in this important forum, and I would like to extend my greetings to all honorable ministers, excellencies, and distinguished guests from other ASEAN member states as well as the business leaders. For today's forum, I have learned that we have comprehensively discussed a number of important issues related to elevations of ASEAN-China economic collaborations in never normal. I'm confident that this event provides us with opportunities to exchange views in a cross-sectorial perspective with the key stakeholders addressing the subject of never normal. In particular, technological innovations, financial connectivities, as well as cross-border trade and investments. I'm convinced that this forum has contributed to ASEAN-China partnership's common goals of addressing the global challenges and bringing prosperity and development for both partners in the coming decades. Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, over the past 30 years, ASEAN-China trade relations and economic cooperations have continued to flourish. China has been ASEAN's largest trading partners since 2009. According to ASEAN statistics, the total merchandise trade between ASEAN and China reached $507.9 billion in 2019. At the same time, foreign direct investment flows from China to ASEAN amounted to $8.97 billion. With this, it signals the great importance of economic development contributions from China in the region. ASEAN and China have so far signed and implemented the ASEAN-China Free Trade Agreements, ACFTA, the protocol to amend the framework agreements on comprehensive economic cooperations, and recently, ASEAN and China, together with other parties, have also signed the RCEP agreement. Now we are exploring new initiatives to strengthen and facilitate ASEAN-China trade and investment flows and enhance the business environment, including exploring possibility of ACFTA's gap upgrading protocol to provide market access at higher standards and develop a more comprehensive and open ACFTA. Moreover, with the RCEP implementation in the future, the potential to expand and strengthen ASEAN-China economic and trade relations is unlimited, since this agreement represents 1/3 of global GDP and 30% of the world populations. This mega trade agreement is modern, comprehensive, and high quality. More importantly, it will help reduce trade costs for businesses and further integrate ASEAN in a global supply chain for electronics, vehicles, textiles, and garments. For Cambodia, as a member of ASEAN-China FTA, we have always committed to implementing these agreements to get maximum benefits. We have domestically implemented a number of reforms in order to promote and facilitate trade, investment, and business. For instance, we have developed and operate a number of automated platforms, including online business registrations, online tax payment systems, intellectual properties filing systems, digital platform for issuance of certificates of origin, qualified investment project registrations, and supplier database for sustainability dimension. In other reforms in the financial sector, the National Banks of Cambodia and the Central Bank of China agreed on the trading of Khmer real currency in the interbank market of Guangxi province. And both currencies, Khmer real and Chinese yuan, are permitted to be used for trade and investment between Cambodia and China since 2017. In addition, payment methods through Alipay, WeChat Pay, etc. are also permitted to operate and facilitate payments in Cambodia, catering to Chinese and other tourists alike. In 2020, Cambodia has also launched an all-in-one mobile payment and banking apps called Bakong that combine e-wallets, mobile payments, online banking, and financial applications within one easy-to-use interface for any preferred bank account. Additionally, Cambodia is in the process of ratifying the Cambodia-China FTA, which could enter into force by January 1st, 2022. Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I would like to share some key takeaways, perhaps as ways forward to further strengthen the ASEAN-China partnerships and cooperations in the never normal. On trade and investments, ASEAN and China needs to prioritize economic cooperations and trade for the purpose of accelerating regional economic recovery by keeping our markets open, strengthening connectivity, stimulating production capacities and supply chain linkages, enhancing investment facilitations, and jointly conducting investment promotion activities. With regards to financial connectivity, firstly, ASEAN-China digital finance cooperation mechanisms at both regional and bilateral level should be established to promote the development of digital finance, implement cooperation that complements each other's strengths, and take innovative and pragmatic promotions of the development of the digital economy as the current economy. Secondly, the focus should be also on investments in critical digital infrastructure to support the development of payment systems in the region. Thirdly, we believe that China's support is very crucial for ASEAN member states in improving its capability to take advantage of the use of big data for improving governance systems and to ensure the security and integrity of data and digital systems through different forms of assistance like capacity buildings, financing, and technical support. Fourth, ASEAN-China should intensify efforts to strengthen each country's regulatory mechanisms to manage possible risk of arising from the fast-changing financial systems and maintain financial stability. At the same time, with regards to technological innovations, I believe that we should leverage our cooperation in digital infrastructure and enhance cooperation related to innovations in the aspects of e-commerce, MSMEs, agro-business, smart city, big data, Internet of Things, technological exchange, research and development, and human capital development. Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to conclude by reaffirming Cambodia's commitments to strengthening economic trade and investment relations bilaterally and regionally with ASEAN and China to enhance and facilitate the business community. Last but not least, I would like to take these opportunities to welcome and encourage the business community from ASEAN and China to further engage and invest in the fields of scientific, technological and innovations, e-commerce, digital economy infrastructure, agribusiness, new energy and public health in order to help our regions achieve the inclusive growth. I wish you all a pleasant evening. Please stay safe and healthy. Thank you.